Hey, this is Sky, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So it's hard to go through our week sometimes with our daily bump and grind and to not get caught up in the drama of life, to not feel overwhelmed by the waters as we're swimming through them, as the waves kick up, whether it be through your dramas at work, dramas at home with your family, with your friends, even if it's just your daily commute. Some people spend a lot of time in the car, 45 minutes, an hour each direction. I know plenty of people that do these unusual commutes, especially in Los Angeles, where you're traveling just ungodly distances from home to work, and it becomes a big part of your life. And all of that wrapped up can just feel overwhelming. It can just feel like when you sit down at the end of each day, you're just beaten down. You just have no more energy. You're spent. I don't like to feel that way because it's a feeling of weakness. I like to be kind of snowball effect where I'm propelled forward. One of the ways that I've found that I can get through my day and still have energy to maintain and still be able to swim those waters strong, keep my head above the waves, not sink no matter what the drama is by giving myself a few different ways to break beyond what I call the experiencer and to become the observer. So I've made another video about this, but I think it's really important to keep talking about it, especially in different ways so people grasp it. But we experience life, and when you're the experiencer, it's just happening to you. When you're the observer, you're observing it happen. It's not a detached way to go through life. You still experience life, but you don't have to be lost in the experience. And it's a way to take control of yourself. Now, this type of thing, it has to be done through exercises and practice. It's not just a light switch where you think, oh, well, I guess I get what you're talking about, so now I'm going to be that way. You have to continually practice it all the time. It's almost like a meditation. One of the ways that people meditate, and what the paradox of meditation is, and a lot of people that start off, students, they don't get it. And they get very frustrated with what they're doing and what they think the purpose is. So when you start off meditating, especially in Buddhist meditation, they tell you to not think, to stop thinking. And that's the whole point of it, right? Is to sit there and to release yourself from thinking, because thinking is struggling. So just not think. What they don't tell you is that that's impossible. You can't shut your brain off. It doesn't work that way. Either go do a bunch of drugs and try it and get back to me and comment in this low. I don't care how much heroin you fucking slam into your system. Your mind is still going to be going crazy. We always think. You'll think till you're dead. You can't stop thinking. People that go into meditation thinking that that's what it's all about, get frustrated because you're not going anywhere. You realize that you can't stop thinking, and you give up and say, fuck this shit. But the trick to meditation is to realize that you're thinking, to realize that you're lost in the experience, to just realize that that's what you're doing. This machine is just kind of jabbering on with self-talk and chatter, mind chatter, and it could be several different voices just running all at once, and none of that means anything. And to all of a sudden, just to step aside from it for a single second and say, that's just my brain thinking. That's all that's going on. That's the key. Now, within minutes, you may just get lost back in your thoughts. But the trick of meditation is to continually realize that you're thinking and to label it thinking. And that exercise is almost like an in-breath, like an inhale and an exhale, to go through as the experiencer and to all of a sudden catch yourself and realize and label it, label it, and become the observer. And then you can be lost back in the realm of the experiencer. So to get through my day, I try to have a good morning. I start off my day in a very specific routine. And I've talked about that in other videos, and that's important to my daily happiness and to my weekly development and to my overall path in life, is to be able to start each day off properly. And I'm on a very heavy duty mind, body, and soul trip. So, I read every day. I exercise every day. I try to be healthy in mind, body, and soul every single day. I try to feed those aspects of me every day. But one thing I've learned to do, just a little trick, is to take a minute, just 1 minute. I've been doing this for 20 years, and it's helped me not go crazy. It's helped me not snap. It's helped me not go look over that abyss and then just jump off. All these techniques keep me grounded, but one of the most important things that I've done for myself is every single day, and I never miss a day because it's hardwired into my system. Every day for 1 minute, I do a little mini meditation, just a little one. And it's a weird kind of thing where every single day I look at the clock at 3:57. Now my brain is probably just triggered to go look for a clock somewhere, look at my cell phone or look at the wall at that time of day. But I never miss a day. And it always feels random. That's just for me. It's just a weird thing. So every day I look at the clock and I'll be like, I wonder what time it is. And it'll be 3:57. And it's just like, whoa, I've been doing this every day for 15, 20 years at least. And during that minute at 3:57, for a whole minute, from 3:57 to 3:58, what I do is a little mini meditation. And I'll tell you how I do it, and then I'll end the video. I start off, because I could be going through any kind of drama. I don't know what's going on at 3:57 at any given day. I could be going through customer, complaints, dealing with, accounts, trying to struggle in the shop. Who knows what the fuck, relationship stuff, friendship stuff. Don't know. I could be sitting in traffic. Just don't know what you're doing. And just be lost as the experiencer. So I take that 1 minute to reground myself and be the observer. And what I start off by doing is I tell myself that I release all thoughts to the universe with loving kindness as they arise. I say that specific sentence. I invented that sentence and I've memorized it, and I say that specific sentence, those words, that combination, and I say it over and over until all other thought is drowned out. And I could be thinking about, girlfriend or argument and be like, that bitch. But I say to myself, I release all thoughts to the universe with loving kindness as they arise. I just keep saying it, I release all thoughts to the universe with loving kindness as they arise. And as I've said that more, it takes over my whole brain. And I realize I'm not thinking about anything other than that sentence. I'm just saying that sentence like a goddamn idiot over and over again in my head, brainwashing myself. The words all of a sudden lose meaning and I realize this is the moment. So then I go into my mantra. The mantra is a word that you can say, like Om. If you don't have a mantra, some people invent their own. I've invented my own mantra, and I won't tell you what it is because you're not supposed to tell. It's a secret. And it could be a goofy sounding word. It doesn't have to be a specific word. It could be a sound. But like Om is one that has been used for thousands of years. So if you want to just say Om, say Om. But say it to yourself. You don't be sit there and saying it out loud like some kind of weirdo. And so then you go into your mantra. After that sentence, I release all thoughts to the universe with loving kindness as they arise. It just becomes meaningless. It's just words at that point. You go right into your mantra. And you say your mantra over and over. And you take really close attention to your breathing. Breathing in deep, breathing out slow. Your whole system will slow down. So you might even feel some fucking little tingles in your head. Everything around you will change. This is like a high position. And this is like where the gods are at. So for 1 minute, you'll attain this. 3:58 hits, you go back to whatever you're doing. Go back to arguing with your stupid girlfriend or driving in traffic with your middle finger out the window. Whatever it was that you were lost in, you can go right back to your experience. But for that 1 minute, you have it. And you can know that at the very least, it's hard to get through the day sometimes. It's hard. I know it is for me. But at least I know I got that 1 minute every day. I got 1 minute to just check out and be just above it all and not give a fuck and be an observer of life and not an experiencer. And obviously, you might want to be able to practice this for more than 1 minute and to be able to be like a more calm and less drama-filled person for more than a minute of your day, but at least you could get a minute. I'm telling you, it'll save your life. It has mine. So thanks for watching.